it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that fuck like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. On
first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Thomas. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Pass midfield. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
By Trimble. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did his part.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one. Come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. These two teams all tied after one. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Ritter's pass completes at Pitts. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot. There's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
2nd and 11. Flushed out right. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Okay, ready?
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This Carolina defense looking to keep them out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They get this out left. Touchdown, Falcons! Bryan Edwards from a yard out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. There's Trimble, the tight end. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mayfield on 1st down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Richie Grant. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to break the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this one is incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Falcons 21, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
That's into the hands of Edwards. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll set up a throw. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That caught by Trimble. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 38 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Richie Graham. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones, yeah, the dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to the air right away. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Let's go! To throw, Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. The Panthers at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That pass complete to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A gain of 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Corner right. Let's go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Paris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 2nd and 4. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 46 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play fake, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
2nd and 9. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a full recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. From the 39, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. excellent run after the catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Yeah, he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A first down throw for Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up second down. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. Now back to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Mayfield on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, so I'll take it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But Obama defense.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. Again, he finds Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Second and 9 at the Falcons 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Taking it about the 36. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. On second down, McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
4th down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits more. He's got the first down and more than that. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Here's Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. McCaffrey on the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive got.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sean Davis with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Point it right.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Run.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Here's Mayfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. This is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any point.